Hi, people of grace. Pastor Brian here with your monthly video update, and I do apologize for not getting one out last month. Time just escaped me with everything going on. But here we are for the month of November, and I think everyone, as we think about November, we think about Thanksgiving and all the things that we're thankful for, and all the different blessings that we have in our lives, which I know it's been a while, but this year is our our theme year of blessings. And so I wanted to share with you some blessings that I experienced this last month, and specifically on a trip that Becca Madison and I went on at California Lutheran University. Aubrey was home with her grandparents because she had to go to school, but Madison, Becca, and I went to California Lutheran University for some meetings that Becca had. And so I got to hang out with Madison those 2 days. And one of the first things that happened that was a blessing for me was the campus pastor at California Lutheran University had to go into those meetings that Becca was in on, but there was a student who needed to go find the admissions office because she needed a tour of the school because she might be going to the school when she graduates. And so I got to take Madison and I and this young lady across the campus to go and talk and find the admissions office. And so I got to chat with her, got to learn that she was from Alaska and the things that she wanted to study. And she was this incredibly nice and wonderful young lady. And it was just a blessing to be able to chat with her and to share with her my experiences of the school and what she might look forward to when she goes to school there, if that is her choice. The second blessing actually happened just before that, right after we arrived for that first day of meetings that Becca had. Becca went off to go to her meetings so that she could be there on time. And so Madison and I were getting everything ready for the day, her stroller and the backpack with the food and the clothes and everything. And so then we started walking down the walkway. And when we got to the side of the main building that we were going down, there was a man who was dropping off flowers. And I don't know if it was for their meetings or if it was for some other kind of event that they were having at the school. But as we walked by, the man happened to be in his van grabbing some more flowers out, and there were some flowers laying on the bottom floor of the van, and I didn't know why they were there, but he grabbed a couple of them and he handed them to me and he said, "This is for your beautiful daughter." And that just lit up my face, and I was just so excited, and I gave them to Maddie, and she got excited and about having them, and she sniffed them as best as she knows how to sniff flowers, and it was just a joy. And Madison had them for most of the day before she finally wanted me to hold on to them. But the man was incredibly nice, and it was such a blessing to just have someone hand me flowers for my daughter. And then the final blessing was the next day. Madison and I were hanging out, we were walking around, and there happened to be these two, I would say probably around 10 or 12-year-old kids taking two dogs on a walk. So they each had a dog. It was a boy and a girl. And Madison got so excited. I don't know what it is, but she just loves dogs right now, or at least the idea of dogs. She loves to woof whenever she sees one. She loves to woof whenever she hears our neighbor dogs at home start barking. And so she started to woof as she saw these dogs. And so the boy came over and he said, "Would she like to pet one of these dogs?" And I said that she would love that. And he said, "Well, we're going to put this dog over here because he's a puppy and he's a little rambunctious, even though he's a good dog. So we're going to put him off to the side and he can come and pet this dog." And so Madison walked over and she pet him and just kind of laid her hand on him for a minute. And then we talked with the boy during that time. And then I asked Maddie if she was all done, and she shook her head yes. And so I said, thank you. And he said, you're quite welcome. Have a nice day. And they walked off, and Madison then pointed to the doggies and kept woofing at them as they slowly walked away from where we had met them. And the kids were so incredibly nice. They were so thoughtful to recognize how Madison reacted to seeing these dogs, just the joy that she had in that. And it was just a blessing for Madison to be able to interact with these dogs and for the kids to recognize that and for how polite they were afterwards, too. So that trip was just a blessing. And we as Christians are so blessed by God for the creation that we've been given, for the people that we have in our lives, for the people that we randomly meet, like the florist and this young lady from Alaska, and from these two kids walking their dogs. There are blessings in our lives each and every day. There are blessings from God, blessings from one another, so many things that we are blessed with and thankful for. So as we move through this month of November to eventually reach that Thanksgiving Day, let's work hard. Let's push hard once again, as we did at the beginning of this year, to really notice our blessings and to see how God has truly blessed us as people. And may we let those blessings and that joy and all that thanksgiving fill our lives, so that we can scatter the darkness and the negative things that we see each and every day and replace them with blessings. May God bless you during this time of year of Thanksgiving, and may God bless you every day of your lives, and may you recognize those blessings so that you can see how much God loves you. Take care, people of grace. We'll see you in worship.